Alright everybody, I am going to do a little experiment here trying to grow plants inside of a self-contained terrarium. Oh, here's my coffee. Let's get this going. Alright, so what I have here, so I went over to the park and I got some sand that's in the bottom that was underneath the gravel, and then I got the gravel. And I have a 2-liter bottle, and I'm going to cut the top off. I'm going to put the gravel medium in with sand over the top of it, and then some potting soil so it has good drainage, and then I'll end up taping the top back on somehow or another, and we're going to see if we can grow some pot plants inside of a terrarium over the winter. May not be very big, but it might be transferable soon to something bigger. So let me set the camera down here and try and figure out what's going on. Alright, so what we have here, what I said, we have this. I'm going to take the label. How good can we see that? Yeah, that's probably good enough. Alright. And it'd be good if I had a knife. First thing I'm going to do, take off this label. I want to have as much growing room as I can, so I'm going to take off probably about up to there. Yeah. Careful, folks, this could be dangerous. That's not a very straight cut. Though, because it's going to get taped back up. Alright. Now, I'm doing this in the kitchen. Try not to make too big of a mess on top of my stove. Make sure the camera angle's good here. It's good enough. Scoot that over there. Now, the reason why I have 2 different mediums before I put the soil in is you want to have drainage inside of a terrarium. So, this will provide good drainage to the bottom. With the gravel. And then I have sand in there. And this will protect any of the potting soil that I put in from going down and blocking the drainage of the topsoil by it leaching down into the rocks. Coffee. Now, we'll do a little cleanup here. I'll sweep here in a minute. Alright. So, this is what I ended up with. Gravel on the bottom. Sand on top. Give it a little shake. Get it settled in. Alright. Now, since I'm doing this on a budget, oh, probably got messed up here. Let me grab something for my head. Alright, since I'm doing this on a budget, I'm using the 2-liter bottle I took from, well, myself. Gravel and sand from the park across the street. And my neighbor said I could use some for planting soil that she doesn't use anymore. So, oh Lord, I don't have my flash on. That's okay. Blue light in support of the police. It's right here. Can't see it. Should have done this in the daylight. Anyway, here's some planting soil. Alright, that should probably be good enough. Here's the 2 cars that belonged to the guy that put my butt the other day, and I couldn't fight back because I'm handicapped, so I'm turning him into the police for drug dealing. How do you like that? That'll teach him. Asshole. Okay. So let's get back into the kitchen here. Get the set back up again. Right. So shake this up a little bit. Make sure it's even. More coffee. Get it all settled in there good. And see if we can get you a better view of this. There we go. Gravel, sand, dirt, top. Now, the piece de resistance. I'm going to try this without germinating the seeds. What I have here is some juicy fruit, all feminized. Am I right here? There we go, juicy fruit, marijuana seeds, all feminized. I also have some prom queen, all feminized. I think I'm going to use itty bitty mighty mo juicy fruit. Hold on a minute. Alright, so we've got that all in there. We need to add some moisture. I'd say it wouldn't take too much from what I read. Ah! Broke my seeds. I'm still in camera frame. Alright, awesome. Mix that up, add some more. This stuff's been sitting out a while in the outside, so I want to make sure it's good. Now, I think I said juicy fruit, so that's what I'm going to stick with. There's the juicy fruit seeds. Now, I don't need that many though. And since this was an experiment, I'm only going to use 2. But, with that being said, I'm going to plant them, since they're not germinated, about as deep as what I just pushed that in, all the way up to the top. That way they'll have a good root structure. Next is to drop them in. There's 1. And there's 2. Then push them in. Make sure they didn't stick there. Cover it up. Pack it a little bit. Add a bit more water. And now let's see what we can do about fixing this. Okay, I'm back. We're just going to use some tape I have laying around. Not the best tape in the world, but if you use enough tape, it should work. So I have to, when you get in a hurry, but hey, this is real life. This is what happens. A little bit of nothing is not going to interfere with how the plant grows. Alright, so let's start by tacking it into place. This is just going to be a raw video. I'm not going to edit any of it. I'm going to end up making more videos about it. It's going to be what it is. I would say it is what it is, but to me, the saying "it is what it is" defeatist. Defeatist. I don't believe it is what it is. Things can always change if you just want them to change. So it is what it was. It doesn't mean it is what it is or what it has to be, right? Alright, that's looking pretty good so far. Wish they had some wider tape, but hey, like I said, I'm doing this on a budget. I'm on disability. I got lucky and these seeds were sent to me by a friend. I am in a state where marijuana is legal. Laws haven't been completely all the way passed due to legislation and people arguing about stuff. But my landlord says I can grow this in here as long as it doesn't interfere with anybody else or get me in trouble. So, screw it. I think we're getting pretty close, so I'm going to make sure that this thing's sealed up pretty good. Alright, I might put a little pressure on the tape now, so it's fine. Alright. So, I guess that's going to do it now for part 1. Guess we'll check back here and I don't know, a day or two and see what's going on. I'm sure pretty soon we're going to start seeing condensation up here around the top. I wanted to keep the lid on it so that I can add nutrients, because that's not very much dirt in there. So the nutrients are going to get used up pretty quick. And I'm pretty sure it's going to need some help from fertilizers and stuff. So probably added too much water into it. I see at the bottom it's pretty milky, but it'll soak back up through it. All that moisture will recirculate. It's a terrarium grow. So yeah, I think this has been a pretty good video. Thanks for checking it out. Come back for the next one.